Welcome student. In this video class we shall discuss more on nested loop, some more exercises. Now as I've already explained the previous video classes, that once the outer loop starts, okay, if it enters any inner loop, in this case again you have j, okay, which goes for 3 times, okay, of course I goes for 4 times. So if I, which is the outer loop, goes inside the j loop, this j loop will start from the beginning 3 times again, okay. Then this will go to the next iteration, that outer loop, to the next iteration, that is to the second one. Then this again it will start from the beginning and until the the limit that has been specified for that particular, for this loop, right? Now let me just run this. As you can see, I have given a just an illustration coding, nothing much, okay. So you can see that, okay, I've intentionally printed this. So when I enters, it will print I is I. So I is 0 at this point, and then as I've said, it'll start from 0 to 3 because this is 4, so it means 0 to 3. So I is 0. Then entering the j loop, I'm just printing this. So you can see that I'm printing j inside the j loop. So j will be 0 1 2. You see why? Because you have specified 3 here, okay. So 3 would mean 0 1 2, okay. So then again it will go to the outer loop, and then I will become 1. So I is 1 in the second one, okay, and entering the j loop again, and then you see that j will start again 0 1 2, okay, for this because I'm printing j, okay, in this case. Then again I will be 2, okay, entering the j loop again, you will see that j will start again 0 1 2, and then, which is the last iteration in this case, that is 3. So you have I is 3, okay, I is 3, and it's entering the j loop, and j loop starts again 0 1 2. So this is how your nested loop works or get executed, right? So let's just try to do some more exercises on this, okay, as we can print numerous patterns uh, with this nested loop. Of course, the pattern that I've showed in the previous class, this will always you will get using the mm, the this pattern this way, that is, you will set the j loop the with the range of the I, okay. Like in this case also, okay, so we are printing 1 in this case, and let's say here we are printing j, but then j is going by I, okay. Let's just see how this would work, okay. Now if I run this, okay, so what happens is you get 0 0 1 0 1 2, okay. Now why? First of all, as I've said, the outer loop is I in range 4. This would mean 0 1 2 3, right? 0 1 2 3. But then again, if the j loop starts, then you're saying from I, will go according to I. So the first one being 0, okay, so then you print this one, okay, you print j will start always from 0 because I is 0 first time, okay. So let me just write it here. This mean what? If you have, if gone 0 1 2 3, so first time I will always be 0. So when I say j in range of I, it would mean range of 0, okay. And then when you say range of 0, then you can see this is the output, okay. And then again I will go to 1, and then this range of j will go by 1 time. So it will print 1, okay. And remember, when I say 1, it means 0. Now try to understand, okay, the range. When I say 0, okay, then 0 minus 1 it mean, right? Yes, so that would be minus 1. Hence your loop was not running, okay, the first time in this case, okay. Then j again, you say I. When you say I, then j will have 1 as a value, and 1 minus 1 will be 0. Okay, then again if you put again I next, so 2, which is 2 minus 1, which will be 1, and then 3 will be 2, because 3 minus 1 would be 2. So this is what exactly J loop is going to have. Right, so hence you are getting this output, which means when first time when I was 0, 0 was minus again by 1. Okay, so it became minus 1, and this loop will not run even once. Okay, then when it became 0, then it was printing that 0. Okay, as you can see there, it was printing 0. Let me just put this here. Okay, so that you can see both the output and the input. Okay, so when it became 0 only, then only it was printing 0. Okay, so but 0 time means only one time, so it was just like it will print only that 0. After that it comes out, then I will become 1, will become 2, and it will become 2. It means 2 minus 1 will be 1. So when it becomes 1, then J will go 0 1. Okay, so it will go 0 and 1 because it's starting again from the beginning. Okay, but it ends till 1. Right, then again when I was 3 minus 1 would mean 2, so again J will start again 0 1 2. Okay, hence that's why when you want that you should print like 1 or something here, then we make sure that we do plus 1. Okay, when we do plus 1 here, if I save this and I run, you will see uh, mm, 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 that was because of indentation, because I did not give colon after all the explanation I did here. Okay, so I'll just comment this. Okay, so let me just put it like this. Okay, you can see, right, now you will have 0 1 2 3. Why? Because you are starting, if 0 comes in, it means you are saying 0 plus 1, which is 1, minus 1. It's just like instead of 0, now I will be putting 1, and 1 minus 1 will be 0. Hence you get straight from here. Okay, not this minus 1 anymore. Right, so and then when again, let's start, then again when I say I plus 1, in the next iteration I will be 1. Right, and then 1 minus 0 minus 1 will be 0, and then if I sorry 1 plus 1 will be 2. So when I say 2, 2 minus 1 will be 1. Okay, again then I will become 3. 3 minus 1 would mean 2. You understand, this way. Okay, so it'll go in this way. Okay, if you are still confused, let me just put it right again, start from the beginning. Now I will always be 0 1 2 3. It enters the J loop with 0. Right, when it enters with 0, so what we are doing now, we are adding 1 to that 0. So when we add 1 to that 0, it would mean 1. Okay, so but then we know when we give 1, it means 1 minus 1, which is 0. Right, so when you're printing, you're getting that 1 0. Okay, so which means the range of it will be 0 only at the first time. First time J will be just 0. Okay, but then second time, then I will become 1. Then 1 would mean 1, because I said I plus 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1 will be 2, and if I put 2 here, okay, just like I'm putting 2, 2 minus 1 will be 1. Right, so when I say 1, for you know that the starting will always be 0 0 1. Okay, so I'll just write it down. So second time J will go like this, 0 2 1. Okay, right, then third That's why you're getting 0 and 1. Okay, 0, then it prints 1. Then third iteration, I will become 2. But you said 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 would mean 3. But we know if we put 3, is 3 minus 1. So which means it is 2. Okay, so when I say 2, what is the range for 2? It means 0, 1, right? 0, 1, and then it goes till 2. Right? Now, if I see, then the last time when 3 will come, 3 plus 1 would mean 4. Then 4 minus 1 will be 3. Okay. Then if it's 3, then it means the range now will be, I'll not give comma, you get confused. Just go like this. It would mean 0 to 3, right? Just an explanation. Of course, here we are writing I plus 1. Okay, so I'm just explaining that. Okay, now just a minute. Okay, so you can see that j first when it's just 0, then it's printing the 0, then again it becomes 0 to 1, so 0 to 1, so you have 0 and 1, then it's 0 to 2, which means 0 1 2, so that's how you get for j. Then 0 to 3 would mean 0 1 2 3. Now let's make some changes more. Let's say if we don't want this 0 in the front. Okay, I do not want zeros, because but then you know that if I'll take from the range of I, then it will be 0. So let's try this out. We put 1 in the front. Okay, starting range will be 1. So when I say 1, now it'll be, what will be the range for I? I will be 1 2 3. Okay, because 4 would mean 4 minus 1, that is 3. So first time here 1 will come, then 1 will come, 1 plus 1 will be 2. So straight away you will be starting from here, 0 to 1. You see again, which means if I print this, still I won't get 1 here, which means 0 will be there, 0 and 1, because okay, listen very carefully, do not skip a single line that I'm explaining. Okay, you might get confused. Now if I say I, first time I is 1, right? 1 plus 1 will be 2, right? And you know when I write 2, it means 1. Yes, it means 1. When I say 1, it means 0 to 1. So when I print this j now, it will print what? 0 and 1. Yes, you understand? And then if it becomes 2, then it will mean 2 plus 1, which is 3. If I put 3, it would mean 3 minus 1, which is 2. Okay, and if I write 2 here, what is the range? It means 0 to 2. Okay, similarly if a 3 comes, okay, then 3 plus 1 would mean 4. And if I say 4, if I write 4 here, it means what? It means 4 minus 1, which means 3. So that means 0 to 3. So when you print, you'll get 0 to 3. So this would be a less, okay, a bit it will lessen, okay, you will see, but then it won't change much. Right? Try to see the difference. So it's printing what? It's printing 0 1, because you're starting 0 1 only. Okay, but it's not giving that single one there. Okay, so what you can do is here also you can have a starting. Let's try it like this. You can give a starting as 1. When you give a starting as 1, okay, then when we print you will get like this: 1 1 2 1 2 3. So let me just increase this to 6. 6 would mean 6 minus 1, that is 5. So I run this, and here we go. We get a very polished pattern, that is 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so just a slight changes that you will make, okay, in your range, you'll get a different patterns. But this shape that you see, okay, is like a diagonal like this. You can see like a triangle. Okay, this you will get only when you use, okay, the outer range. You can give anything, okay, 5 6 7 as you want, but the inner range you always go by the range of the outer. That means I will use, if suppose for I, here is the outer, I will use I here also. Okay, and now you may have understood why I give plus 1 also. We have seen that if you just give I, what happens. Okay, so basically you can print even something else, like in this case I'm printing J. So you can write this code or this program code, copy it. This would be for this pattern. If you get this pattern, then this you can write this code. Okay, the, how now you have understood from where we have come to this one. Okay, slowly by slowly. Now suppose now let's change it. Let's say now I don't want to, the range you have understood, I hope the range will go same way, okay, as I've explained. Okay, that doesn't change, but you have the flexibility to to print anything. Just now you print J, and it was going by the value that J is going with that range. Okay, but let's say I go with I, then I, it will go according to the value that I is going. So let's just see a next pattern, and this is what you get. So again, a very beautiful pattern: 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 5 5. Okay, so you can write this code, just a slight change where you print J, you get something else. That simply shows that in the first, you see, when it comes to J loop, in the first iteration is just 1, then it start again from 1 2, start again 1 2 3, it start again from the beginning. Okay, so it's always like this when you're printing J. But when you're printing I, it's 1, then you see only in the next iteration it will become 2, then in the next iteration it will become 3 and 4 and 5. Remember, this is possible because I give 1 here. If you wouldn't have given, it would have 0 would be there. Okay, so again, let's say if you do not want just using I and J, you can use mm, another variable as well. Let's say I have n is equal to 2. Okay, let's have some even number. Okay, even number. Then what I can do is then I will just increment here n is equal to n plus 2. Okay, so if in this case it means I will print n. First of all, n will have 2, then get incremented to another 2, so it will go on. So in this way you'll get another pattern if you use n, which is not I and j. So you get this pattern. Okay, 2 4 6 8, then 12 14 16 18 20. So but then you see the pattern remains the same. Why? Because you're using that one, the outer, the range of the inner loop is using the range of the outer loop. Okay, and another way is that you can add 5 if you want just a multiple of 5 also you can have. So depending on the question that you get, okay, you will just change that. Okay, but do not change the pattern, let it remain the same. If you can, if you're still having doubt, you can still try. Okay, I've already explained also about this else, where you have the print. Okay, why do we give print? So that we get it in the next line. If you don't give this, everything will be in one line, it won't even show this pattern. So for the pattern, it's very important that these two lines, that this range should dictate this one. So I'm using the range, the limit of this I, okay, of the outer loop. And also this part, do not forget. Okay, you can, it doesn't mean that you always have to print just numbers. You can even print just some string, like, okay, and have some pattern, okay, with some strings as well. Let's say I want to print, okay, I want to print asterisk. Okay, I can have asterisk in this way. Okay, so if you want a space also I can, so I don't need a number. Okay, so but you see I'm not touching the pattern. You see, you get a asterisk like that. Suppose if you have the at the rate, then you get it that way. So beautiful patterns you can get out of this, but remember, do not touch, this remains the same. Hope with this you can try. So it's a fun practicing this. You can try more and more what you can print in this pattern. This we come to an end. Thank you.